necesitas. Solo quiero que tú seas mía. Quiero hacértelo. La luna yo te bajaré. Mi corazón te lo daré. Conmigo vas a enloquecer. Yo quiero estar contigo. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Oye, él no te quiere, no sabe cuidarte. Oye, yo tengo un mundo para darte. Yo solo quiero cuidarte. Oye, mueve la cintura. Oye, que seas mía toda la vida. Solo eso quiero.
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is SPEEDy Sports on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. Will bring moments of your life, and I am Benjamin Kuji. What is football doing in America? That is what we will be discussing today. But before we go into that, let's bring you up to speed with the latest sport news around you and around the world. Calvin Bassey has been voted Fulham's Player of the Season, becoming the first African player to win the prestigious fan-voted award at the club. The Nigerian centre-back received nearly 40% of the total vote, edging out teammate Alexander Iwobi, who came in second with 21%. Calvin Bassey, 24, expressed his gratitude in a heartfelt message to fans, coaches, and teammates. The accolade mark a significant milestone not just for Bassey, but for African representation in the Premier League. He now joins a select group of African stars who have left their mark on English football. Super Falcon captain Rasheedat Ajibade has urged the Nigerian Football Federation, the NFF, to ensure the team receive full backing as they prepare for next year's Women African Cup of Nations (WAFCON) in Morocco. Nigeria will begin their quest for a record-extending 10 WAFCON title on July 6, 2025, with an opening Group B match against Tunisia at the Labi Zouli Stadium in Casablanca. While Rasheedat Ajibade remains confident about the squad's readiness and ambition, she didn't shy away from calling for improved support from the football authorities, a message that echoes ongoing frustration among players over poor treatment and lack of adequate preparation in previous tournaments. Nigeria remains Africa's top-ranked women's team, but their dominance is increasingly under threat. South Africa Banyana are the current title holders and will be seen as Nigeria's biggest rivals. Host Morocco, one of the latest African teams to beat the Falcons, will also be a formidable opponent. And back to our topic of discussion. The much discussed and in part derided Club World Cup finally got underway in Miami on Sunday. FIFA revamped and newly expanded tournament is being played for the first time in the United States amid the backdrop of apparent ticket issues and accusation of little regard for players' welfare. Former Chelsea manager and FC Porto president André Villas-Boas says that many players didn't want to play at the Club World Cup. Villas-Boas, who says the Club World Cup comes at a bad time for European clubs, that some clubs have given players time off and when called and they call them back early without giving them time to reset. More to that, Paris Saint-Germain manager Luis Enrique has spoken out against the kickoff time at the Club World Cup. Enrique warns that the conditions are not ideal for top-level football in the US summer heat. He was speaking after PSG hammered Atletico Madrid 4-0 in their first group game on Sunday. And I asked, is the Club World Cup a mistake and should have never been played, or are the European teams just like complaining too much? That is the question I'm asking. If you look at the Club World Cup, there have been a lot of controversies and criticism about the Club World Cup, because there are people that are saying that the Club World Cup shouldn't stay because it is coming at a very wrong time where players are so tired and all whatnot. It is just creating the negative reviews. And when you watch the Club World Cup, do you agree that it is not worth it? So the Club World Cup, do you think it is not a competition that should have been, or it's just that, like we know the Europeans, anything that doesn't favor them, they feel it shouldn't be? You can be a part of the show. Let's hear from you as you share your opinion on this. Call our studio lines on 0808 427 5464. I'll take that again, 0808 427 5464. Do you think that the Club World Cup is a competition that shouldn't stand because the Europeans are complaining that it is coming at a time where the players are already tired, coming to the end of a hectic season, and the Europeans are also complaining that it's like we have a caller here. Okay. The players are also complaining that the Europeans are also complaining that the South Americans are having an added advantage because I think they are just 6 matches or so into their own season, so they are fresh and they are actually ready for the competition, so it's an added advantage. Do you agree with this? You can call our studio lines on 0808 427 5464. Hello,
Mr. Benjamin.
Yeah.
SPEEdy Anchor. Good evening.
Yeah, welcome to the show. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Okay, my name is Isaac Sunday. I'm calling from Kanshon Makodi.
Okay, Sunday, hit us up.
Okay, I think my take on this subject matter is, the Europeans, just like you rightly say in your prelude, that whatever doesn't favor them, they make all sort of noise about it. So many of the coaches or even the Europeans, they were, if you recall, they were also criticizing the African Cup of Nations, the timing and all of this. But they themselves, each new season or just from time to time, frequently they will be reviewing their own football calendars and other schedules and bring out other form of a championship or competition, like the recently concluded conference league, and then also the European Championship. That I think France is it,
the European League.
European League. Thank you very much. European League that has been won by
Portugal
recently. These are uncalled for. Look at the FIFA. I think this FIFA World Club Championship, Club Cup. I think it's just once in 4 years.
Yes, once in 4 years.
Once in 4 years. What are they lamenting about? It's uncalled for. They don't have any basis. Once in 4 years. And this is just a dress rehearsal to test the facilities and
of
also to advertise the World Cup in the following year. So I think, as for me, these are crying a cry of woes where there is none.
Okay, let me just ask you one question before I let you go.
Okay.
How do you feel about the whole the competition played in the US? It's like we don't know the US for football, and the competition in US is not just clicking. When you look at the fan turnout.
Okay, well, the turnout, just like we say, just like we've been saying that just like a mock exam. It's not an actual World Cup.
Yes.
It's supposed to, I think, World Cup before in 1994, if I can remember well. And they have, I think, a good record turnout.
Yes.
So, this was like the opening match yesterday.
Yes.
I think an attendance of 64,000. If I've heard everywhere.
Yes.
I think it's not a mean this in attendance at all.
All right. All right. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. The European teams, whatever don't favor them, they always cry woo. They always cry and cry and cry. Any competition that they feel or any competition is happening in a time that they don't like, they don't accept it. Hello.
Good evening, Benjamin.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Kenneth, calling from Nigerian Air Force Base, Makurdi.
Kenneth, hit us up.
Benjamin, to me, I think it's high time the Europeans stop dictating for the world what to do. They always want things to go their way. Always want things to go their way. We must not always dance to their tune. They should learn how to dance to other people's tune. Just imagine some time ago, the coach of Liverpool back then, that was Jurgen Klopp. Had the guts to open his mouth and call our whole nation's cup a small tournament in Africa. A small tournament. Just imagine. Just recently, I've forgotten that player. That was
is it Carragher?
Carragher. Yeah. Opened his mouth to vomit rubbish about Africa Cup of Nations. So it's high time the Europeans stop dictating for the world what to do.
But when you look at football, hello, can you hear me?
Very well.
When you look at football is money based. It's just like a business, and they control the business in football.
Yes, that is, and they earn this money more than other continents and countries.
Yes,
that's because they know how to do the business better. So they should allow other people to also do the business their way and see if they can catch up with them. And not whenever things don't go their way, they come out to complain and cry. No, that's wrong.
Okay,
that's wrong. They should give. Let it be a level playing field for everybody. It shouldn't be about the Europeans. Everything go the European ways. No.
Okay,
for a very long time now, this tournament has been played here in Europe, and I think the Europeans have always won.
Yes,
World Cup.
Out of 8, they've won 7.
You can see out of that's even an excellent mark for them. So they stop complaining all the time.
So let me ask: are you with the matches you've watched so far? Are you satisfied with the play, or you feel some of these other clubs that are coming in are not? That is, the quality is not up to standard, or you're satisfied with what you're saying?
Yes, to some extent, I would say the standard is not up to the level required. Just like the match I watched yesterday against Bayern Munich, Auckland City.
10-0.
Auckland City were no match for Bayern Munich. That is to say, yes, the level, the standard they've set for themselves, they are way above every other club or continent. Seeing now that people are trying to catch up with them, they are not happy with it. That is what I see about the whole cry. Thank you.
All right, thanks for calling.
Yeah.
If you're just joining us, this is SPEEDy Sports on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makurdi. We bring moments of your life, and I am Benjamin Kuji. Our topic today, we are actually talking about the FIFA Club World Cup. Let us pick this call. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good evening.
It's about the FIFA Club World Cup.
Yes. What is your name and where are you calling us from? Please, can you speak louder so that we can hear you? Hello. We lost that one. Please, you can do well to call us back. Call us on 0808 427 5464. I'll take the number again, 0808 427 5464. Call us and let's have your take on this. And like I said earlier, we are discussing the FIFA Club World Cup. The European teams are saying that it's not a good one. They are saying the Club World Cup is a mistake and should never have been played. What is your take on this? Do you think that European teams are just complaining anytime things don't go their way? They keep crying and crying and crying, or they have a valid point? Like when you look at it, like the FIFA. We have a caller. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Kuji Benny.
Yes. Evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Yes, this is Michael Sesote was the head of state.
Head of state, you're welcome to the show.
Yes. Sorry, I did not get the topic of the discussion today.
Okay, the FIFA World Club competition just started, and the European teams are complaining that it is not good for Europeans. They are just coming after the end of a season. Their players have not rested, and this competition it's going to cause injuries to their players and all whatnot. They are complaining. So what is your take on this? It's like we lost him. You can call back. Like I said, the European team are complaining about the FIFA World Club. The FC Porto president Andreas Villas-Boas, the former Chelsea coach, he said that that many players don't even want to play in this competition. According to him, that many players doesn't want to play in this competition, and because of the reason that they have given some of their players that a little break for them to go rest, and during the race they have to call them back, and these players are not they've not reset, so to say, to play in the competition, and it is causing problems for them. While Luis Enrique, the coach of PSG, is also complaining that the weather in the US is not sport friendly, because it is the time that they are playing the competition. It's not sport friendly, especially because they are doing this so that the global audience can actually watch it. The American time is a little bit different, and if you play, there's times you play where people around the world cannot actually watch. So the Europeans are complaining. So what is your take on this? Do you feel that the Europeans just like complaining when anything doesn't go their way? Is it that, or they actually have a reason? Call us up on our studio lines on 0808 427 5464. I'll take it again, 0808 427 5464, and let's have you say. We are also streaming on Facebook. You can send your comment on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi, and I'll read your messages here. I'm checking now, there is no message. So send your message and I'll read your message about this topic we are discussing. Right. There are some issues that I have actually seen from yesterday's matches that I've watched. The last caller said, the quality of teams that we have seen, it's not okay. Like when Bayern Munich started playing Auckland City, once the ball was just passed, I knew that it was going to be a total annihilation. And that one was so, I don't know how to describe it, 10-0. 10 good 0. It's It's something that it's even a team that is bound for relegation in England will not play that kind of football. Then there's also the issues of TV rights. We don't even know how they share the TV rights, and it's causing problems that although we in Nigeria here, I think we have it, but there are countries that are complaining that the TV rights are giving them issues on how to watch, and even the time while the football will be played, it's also a big one, because most of these games are played at night, where fans cannot actually, in some countries though, fans cannot actually stay and watch this match. Then, like I watched also, everything is done. The broadcasting is the way we watch our football, the way we football broadcasting, it was a little bit different. So just somehow odd, especially when you see players coming out. Just imagine Champions League anthem going on, and the way the players will come out, the referee will pick the ball and they'll go line up, do the handshake. It was not like that in this one. I don't know. It was something like the way the NBA players come out, one players at a time. And it was just odd for me. It was. I don't know if it's just me that saw that, but it was just somehow different for me. And fans around the world are still complaining about that the broadcasting is what it was amateurish. Just imagine a John Champion sitting and running analysis for you on football. The analysis, it wasn't just going. For me, I don't know what you feel about it. You can call us and tell us. Let's hear your take on this. Call our studio lines on 0808 427 5464 0808 427 5464, and let's have your say on this. And another thing, people are also complaining that football in America is not, I think football is not even the top 3 sports in the US. No, it is not. But the World Cup, the last time they host the World Cup, I think, is it the World Cup or Atlanta 94? No, it's not. It wasn't the World Cup. The Olympics. Or the last time they hosted a major FIFA tournament, they did well. But for now, I don't think even the crowd, the opening match, yes, the crowd was there, but subsequent matches we've not seen that crowd. Is it proper to take such competition to the US, coming from the fact that what Donald Trump is also doing with immigration, going to the US now is a little bit scary and all whatnot. But I think maybe that's where we'll call it for that segment. Let's take the results for yesterday matches. Like we said earlier, Bayern Munich, they annihilated Auckland City 10-0. It was a mauling. PSG defeated Atletico Madrid 4-0, and PSG are, after watching the interview, the player was complaining that the ref was the cause why they lost, and I don't think that was true. For me, I don't think that was true. Then Palmeiras played a 0-0 scoreline with FC Porto. Botafogo 2, Seattle Sounders 1. Today's matches, we have Chelsea versus LAFC, that's Los Angeles Galaxy, Los Angeles FC. Then there's Boca Juniors versus Benfica, Flamengo versus Esperance of Tunisia. Tomorrow matches, we have Fluminense against Borussia Dortmund, and River Plate of Brazil will be taking on Urawa Red Diamonds. Ulsa HD versus Mamelodi Sundown. I think that one is a very important match to watch for some of us. Those are the matches that are for tomorrow. Those are matches for tomorrow. I think maybe this is where we'll call it a day. I'll see you tomorrow on SPEEDy Sports on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. My name is Benjamin Kuji, saying God bless your heart. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
This is Asking Radio 98.5 FM.